let us see the another kind of commands like sublanguage, that is DQL. DQL means database query language, which is meant for the purpose of to retrieve the data. To retrieve the data, right? So in order to retrieve the data from the tables, we are going to use a command called select command. Select command, right? So select is the command which is meant for the purpose of retrieving data. So if you look into the syntax of select command, select list of attributes what you want to get at the output side, and those list of attributes should be from which tables. So here tables can be one table or it can be from multiple tables. And if you want to filter this data, you can able to use a condition called where clause, where followed by a condition, a kind of condition, right? This is a simple syntax which we can able to use in order to work with the select command. See, for example, uh, I want to print, like for example, if you take any student table, assume that the student table having SID, S name, and their ages. I want to produce all the students who are from the student table. Then what you can write the query, select. What is the output you need to get? You need to get all the tuples. All the tuples means what? All the tuples combination contains SID, S name, SA. So I will write the list of attributes what you are trying to produce out output. SID comma, S name comma, SH. From which table you are need to get? From student table. So you are going to get all the data as output. All data output, right? This is the meaning, right? Sometimes it is not only meant for getting the data from one table, you can able to get it from one or more tables also. That we'll see in further classes. Okay. Similarly, here I have written only one table, but here tables can be again one or more tables. One or more tables, right? Guys, if you are able to observe here, I have written all the columns. For example, if I am going to have 20 columns, how we are going to write? Can we able to write like 20 column names? It is difficult, we can write, but the thing is we can have an alternative procedure, that is star. I can write in place of all the column names as star, which means all column names. Select star from student, meaning that I am going to get all the columns from the respective table student. So these two are equivalent now, right? So have you heard the terminology of select anywhere? Right? So if you observe the relational algebra select command, right, which is a like sigma, right? This one is same as this select command. Do you think that these both are same? Right? So these both are not same. Both are not same, right? See, try to observe. So as part of this particular example, these two are same, right? See, I am going to write select student. What are the meaning of this one? I am going to produce all the tuples of the student relation. That's it. As I am not going to mention any kind of condition. This is okay, fine. But if I am going to mention certain kind of condition, at the time also this is equivalent to select command only. But the situation is, for example, I don't want to get all the tuples, all the columns of this particular relation. For example, let me try to write select SID from student table. Now, is it equivalent to select student command? No. Here, in this particular situation, it is going to produce all the student details along with all columns. Whereas coming to here, it is going to produce only respective column. That's the reason select command in SQL is not equivalent to select command in relational algebra. But can I say that is it equivalent to projection? Yes, it is equivalent to projection. Select command in SQL is equivalent to projection, because if you would like to produce all the columns, what you can write? Select SID, SName, SH, which is equal to this one. If you want to get this query, we can simply write select SID. So I can say that these two are equal. Okay, fine. See guys here. So now you can observe where class, right? So this where class is meant for to filter the data. If you would like to filter out the data in the form of horizontal rows, I can go for where clause. Something like I would like to write select star from student where SAG is greater than 15. What is the meaning of this one? I am going to, so from here to here, I am going to get all the data. From that data, I am going to filter out once again whose SAG is greater than 15. So this is what I can call it as horizontal filtration. I am going to get 10 rows. Out of those 10 rows, again, I am going to filter out based on certain kind of condition. We can call it as horizontal filtration or not. Projection is vertical filtration. This is what we have seen relational algebra also. Okay. So if you are able to observe here the conditions, these conditions can be a combination of one or more, again one or more, and these can be used with help of and or not conditions, logical and logical or and logical and, right? I hope you know the meaning, right? When both conditions are true, then only the result is true for and. When both conditions are false, then only the result is false for or. When one is true, the result is false for not. I hope you understood, right? Yes. Fine. So based upon the way that you are going to write the queries with the help of where condition, they classified these SQL queries as different types of. So SQL queries based on SQL queries based on relational operators. Based on relational operators. Relational operators, what are they for us? Less than, greater than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to operator, equal to operator, not equal to is there, right? But in SQL, not equal to will represent like this. This is different from all the other things. But in some textbooks, they will write it as this not equal to also. But basically, execution point of view, you have to use left angular bracket along with the right angular bracket to represent not equal to. These are the various kind of relational operators. Okay. So meaning that, for example, I am trying to write select star from student where SAG is greater than 15 and SAG is less than 45. This kind of query, can call it as queries based on relational operators or not, because it contains relational operators along with the logical operator and, right? Meaning that it is going to produce all the rows which are going to satisfy the conditions whose SAG is greater than 15 and less than 45. Less than 45, yes, right? So before going further, let me try to execute all the things what we discussed. See, I am going to have a table name is student is there, select star from student table. I have maintained certain data, right? So whatever the columns that I am going to have, all those columns along with the entire data I am going to produce, right? Now we can observe here third row contains data is empty and eighth row data is null. Data is null, right? If you want to select display only particular row, particular column, then what you can do, select SID from student. You can able to get only particular column. This is equivalent to projection. For example, I want to filter out with respect to certain kind of condition. Select for example SH from student. Guys, what is the output are you going to expect? You can able to, how many rows are you going to expect? 8 rows, sure. Is it 8 rows? If you are able to observe here, there is 125 is there, another 25 is there. Is it 8 rows or 7 rows? Now you did mistake, right? So it will be 8 rows only. Okay. So the reason is observe, you got duplicates also, right? You got duplicates, right? The reason is, when you are going to study the concepts of relational algebra concepts are mathematical operations that are purely based on sets, right? When you are going to work with sets, definitely it is going to remove duplicates, so you are going to get unique data. You are going to get unique data. But whereas coming to SQL, it is not actually meant for the sets, not meant for sets, but internally it is using the concepts of relational algebra, right? So that's the reason it is going to produce duplicate data also, right? If you don't want to get the duplicate data, we are going to use a one more keyword called distinct keyword, distinct keyword, which is meant for to remove the duplicates. Try to observe now. See, you got 8 rows. At the end you can able to observe, right? Meaning that I can say that this is not eliminating duplicate data. If you want to eliminate the duplicate data, you can simply use distinct keyword. Now you got 7 rows because 25 is appeared for 2 times. Okay, fine. So if you want to filter horizontally, then I can write select star from student where S age is greater than 15 and S age is less than 45. So this kind of query I can call it as queries based on relational operators. So you are going to filter out all the things which are greater than 15 and less than 45. Observe. Okay. Is there anything which is less than 15? Yes. Bala is there. Right. So which is not in the resultant relation. Observe. Fine. So the same thing what you did now, can we did with respect to another way. See, how can we read this one? Can I read as I want to find out all the student details whose age is between 15 and 45. Can I call? Yes. So I can say that there are other type of queries are there which are based on range operators, which are based on range operators. Range operators in SQL are between and not between, between and not between, right? So I don't want to write here directly, I will write here only. So what I will do, select star from student where S is between S is between 15 and 45, 15 and 45, and you have to make sure that this between operator is inclusive operator, meaning that it is going to consider both 15 as well as 45. But that is the difference you have to observe there. But if you want to make these two queries are equal, what you have to modify in the above operation? You have to compulsory write greater than or equal to less than or equal, because inclusive operator is between, right? So I can make that. You are going to get the same data, 6 rows, right? If you don't want to get the between, I can write as where S age is not between 15 and 45. I will get, observe now. This is what we can call it as queries based upon range operators, right? So these operators are completely inclusive, completely inclusive. This is one difference. And is there another difference is there? The thing is, can we able to apply text for relational operators? No. But whereas coming to between operators, we can able to apply text also. Meaning that where S name between A and Z, I can write. See, if you are going to say select star from uh, this is something like S name between uh, what we can do, can I say that between J and K, between J and K, can I give as J and K? How it is going to perform? It is going to works based on dictionary order, dictionary order. So it is going to start with J and it's going to end with K. So but here K is there, right? Krishna and Krishna, Krishna and Koti is there. Okay, fine. Let me try to take one more thing, J and V, right? You are getting like J and V is not getting, V is not, meaning that at the end it is not inclusive, V is not including, or is it exclusive or inclusive operator, right? It is inclusive operator only. When it is inclusive operator, I am trying to say that between J and V, what does the meaning? It is going to start with J, followed with JA, JAA, JAYA, J Krishna, whatever it may be. It is going to make all the possible combinations, and so on. It is going to do, and it is going to end with what? V. V. Vishu is available at which location? After V, you have to go with VA, VAA, then you have to go with all, and then you are going to get VI. So it is going to stop at V. So that is the reason you are not getting the Vishu as output. See, you have to know the combinatorics. Probability you have idea, right? Right. See, if you are going to observe the dictionary order, basically it is going to start with A, followed with all possibilities of A, right? Followed with B, all possibilities of B. Meaning that string length of 1. See, if I try to take string length 1, J. Next string length 2, how many possibilities are there? 26 possibilities are there. One is from JA to JJ. This is string length of 2. What about string length of 3? JAA, JAB, JAC, and so on, JAJ. J, right? Next, immediate combination is JBA and so on. Total 26 into 26 combinations you are going to get, right? So if you are going to do like this, K is going to get which location? K is starting letter with string length of 1, and then it is going to start with KA, next KB, and so on. Krishna is getting which location? After K, R, I, S, H, N, A, and so on, right? So, but we are expecting here what value? Between J and K. J and K. So, between J and K, it is going to start with string length of 1, and it is going to include all these possibilities, and it is going to end at this particular thing. And this particular thing. Krishna is already at some other location. So, that's the reason Krishna is not including our result. I hope you understood, right? That is the reason you are getting the output like this. So, for strings also between operator is going to work. Similarly, which is going to work for date range. So it is going to work for numbers, text, as well as date range also, right? So another kind of operators are there. Those are call it as in operators. In operators, I can call it as set operators, right? For example, I want to find out all the students. I want to find out all the students whose age is either 25 or 26. How can I write the query? Select star from student where S age equal to 25 or 26. Can I write directly, or we have to write again column name? S age equal to 26. We are going to get all the students whose S age is either 25 or 26. The same thing you can able to get with another way, that is through in operator. So instead of writing like this, what you can do now? Where S age in 25 comma 26. Are you going to get? The meaning is in operator is equivalent to or operator, meaning that S age in one of the among the set of operations, either 25 or 26. Similarly, if you are able to write like not, what is the meaning of this one? Which is going to produce all the data which is not in the set, which is not in set. That is what I can call it as the in operators, right? So you can able to define either in or not in, not in. In another kind of classification, they classified as patterns. Queries based on patterns, meaning that I would like to find out all the student names who start with J. Start with J. How can you do this? Basically, it couldn't possible, right? So where coming to SQL, we have a keyword called like keyword is there, where s name like, you have to write the pattern. Pattern is what? J followed with the percentage symbol. What is the meaning of this one? I am going to find out all the students whose name is going to start with J and end with any number of characters. So here percentage symbol defines 0 or more. So I think you have gone through pattern matching in Java language again. Regular pattern, regular matchings, right? It star means 0 or more, plus means 1 or more. I think that you observe in flat also. In flat also it is there, right? Yes. So in JavaScript also it is there, right? Okay, fine. So here the percentage symbol is equivalent to 0 or more, right? For example, I want to find out all the students whose name starts with J, starts with J and ends with A, then what you can do, in between any number of characters are there, so I can make it as J percentage A, make it as J percentage A, right? Similarly, I want to find out all the students whose name starts with A and ends with A, but in between there should be exactly two characteristics. Then I can use underscore representation, underscore representation, right? Means underscore means what? It will allow only one character. Underscore allow only one character. So you can able to observe only two kind of symbols, specifically percentage symbol and underscore symbol. For example, let me try to write select star from student where s name like j percentage, which is going to produce 1 j or 25, right? If I am going to say something like k percentage, it is going to produce only starts with k. Now here I want to find out all the students whose length of the string is 4 and that have to start with k. What I can do, ma? 3 times I can give. I have given there 3 underscores actually. Okay, so you are going to get 40, right? If you would like to find out all the students who, whose name start with k, start with k, and it can end with again a, I can get Krishna. So like this you can able to write the queries, right? Similarly, for this, what is the converse? Where s name not like k percentage, meaning that which is going to get complete opposite to that condition, opposite to that condition. Okay. Similarly, there are another kind of queries are possible. Those I can call it as is operators. Queries based on is operator, right? So is operators are meant for specifically for the purpose of checking null values. Null values. Actually, if I am going to have a data, if I am going to have a data, select star from student, star from student. If you would like to find out all the students whose S name is not given, how can we do that? Can you write like this? Select star from student where S name equal to empty I can able to find out. Empty I can able to find out. But can you able to find null values where S name equal to null? What is happening here? Meaning that null is not compared with nulls in SQL. So that's the reason they come across one more operator called is null operator. So what you can do now? In place of this one, where S name is null, which is going to produce all the rows which are having the null. All the rows means what? The column having the null. The column having the null. Similarly, if you would like to find out all the students whose S name is not null, then I can able to simply use is not null uh, keywords. Right? So these are the queries that you are able to observe. Okay, fine. See, whatever the queries that we have seen so far. See, if you take any kind of queries, all those queries will be comes under these patterns only. Okay, and these queries are going to produce certain output. Going to produce certain output. This output can be either in some order or it will be in the zigzag order. Okay, so let me continue with directly in the command prompt only. See, observe. Now I am trying to do select star from student. That's it. I am going to get my output. My output, right? So this output is in some order. In some order. Can I call it as zigzag order? Basically, it is in sorted order based on SID. But actually, this is the order what we have inserted. The order in which we have inserted is the data we got. But if you think that this is a kind of I need it in another way. I need to based on SH, sorting of SH. Then I can able to use one more kind of a class called order by class. Order by class is meant for to sort the resulted data. Order by SH. Now observe what you got. They ordered in SH. SH. That is also in ascending order. Ascending order. If you would like to have it in descending order, you can go for DSC. DSC. Okay. So if it is something like ascending, I can go for ascending only, right? By default, the sorting will be done on ascending, that is ASC. If you would like to go with descending, you can go with DESC. DESC. Then it is going to sort the data based upon descending order. That is what order by class, right? See guys, for example, I am going to filter something, filter horizontally, where SAS is greater than 15. SAS is greater than 15. What are the meaning of this one? I am trying to filter all the rows which are greater than 15. Among the data, what you are getting, I am going to arrange based on descending order. Descending order. Okay, fine. Guys, can you write the query like this? Can I write order by first, then where class? Right? That is not correct. So you have to make sure that order by class should be always at the last line of the select command. Order by query should be last line of the select command. Okay, fine. I don't want to show that execution. If you want, you can just check. Right? Otherwise, I will try to do that. Where SA is greater than 15. Right? So meaning that order by class should have to follow the rule. It has to be the last line. It has to be last line. Okay, fine. Now we got the data. If you are able to observe here, 25 and 25 as they are having the equal, I got in the sorted order, the order in which I have inserted. Now I need to sort the data based on SH. Done. If SH data is equal, I need to sort them based upon their SID. Based upon their SID. That also I can do by separating with the comma operator. Order by SH comma SH descending order, comma based on SID, that should be in descending order. Observe now. You got 62, 26, again 25, 25. In these 25, 25, you got based on descending of are there, meaning that order by class can able to combine more than one column also. More than one column also. Okay. This is the meaning of order by class. Right? This should be compulsory, should be last line. Last line. Okay, fine. Now let us move with the further continuation. Try to observe. I am trying to write select star from star from. I am going to extend it to multiple tables, where one table is student, another table is uh, let me call, if it is a university, we are going to have department. Department. What is the output you are going to get? Right? Which is equivalent to cross join or Cartesian product, right? Meaning that I am trying to combine student table with department table. That's it. This is equivalent to cross join. Cross join. I mean, for example, if you are going to have, I am trying to create one table, create table, department table. What are the conditions you have to write? Department number, which is integer, department name, which is varchar of 10. So I am trying to create a dynamic memory allocation. Right? I have created the table. In this, I am trying to insert into department values of. I am going to insert department number 1, whose name is CSC. I am trying to insert multiple values at the same time. 2 comma EC. 2 comma EC. 2 rows inserted. Select star from department. So you got 2 rows. Now if I am going to make select star from student comma department, what data you are going to get? You are going to get how many rows? 8 into 2, that is total 16 rows you are going to get. Observe, each and every row is going to cross product with the other row. So we are going to get total 16, which is equal to normal cross join. So is there any meaning for this one? There won't be any meaning. So that's the reason. For this, you can able to simply add one kind of where condition. Where condition. So how we are going to add? By simply doing for assume that in student table, if you are going to have department number, department number, you can able to do that, right? Department number, uh, where department number equal to d number, where department number equal to d number, right? Now it is going to have some meaning. I am trying to get all the students whose department number is working along with their department names. Now how many rows you are going to get? 8 rows only. 8 rows only, because it is going to eliminate all the invalid columns, right? So guys, can we do uh, alter the student table? What is syntax for altering the student table? Alter table, table name is student, add, what I am trying to add? Column. What is the column name? D number. Column name is D number, which is of type integer. Can I enter? Is it correct? What happened here? It is query is working, meaning that if you are going to see describe student, column is added. Column is added. Okay, fine. Now what I will do now? I will try to make some kind of update query. Update table student. Update table student. Set uh, set department number equal to 5, where SAG is greater than 15. What is the meaning of this one? I am trying to set department number equal to 5 for all the students whose SAG is greater than 15. See, I am trying to make something like 25 so that it will be good. Any mistake? What is the mistake? You have to tell directly, right? You have to use update student. So select star from student. See, observe, all the remaining things are going to be placed as null. Now I am trying to update as something like 6, which are less than or equal to 25. Okay, again mistake. Hmm. Again I am trying to do select star from student, right? Now observe in the department number, what are the dates, what are the rows are there? 1 and 2 na. Okay, I will make them update again. I will make them update again, right? So I will try to use update department, set d number equal to 1, where d num equal to 1. Can we do this one? Is it correct? Self kind of condition. Yes, it is correct. D num equal to 1. Okay, I am trying to do for d num equal to 5. Right? Is it one row affected? Only one row, right? Okay, good. So now I am trying to do department number as 6 and d number equal to 2. See, actually what I am trying to do now, I am trying to match with this example, right? So finally, if I am going to make select star from student, I will get data like this. If I am going to make select star from department, you will get data like this, right? Now, so if I am going to perform like select star from department comma student, what data you are going to get? You are going to get all the data also which contains invalid combination. I don't want like that. I want to have the valid combination where d number equal to d number. Guys, what is going to happen? It is going to get error, right? Why it is showing error? Because both tables contains what name? Same name. When same name is there, how it can know? That's the reason we are moving for the another kind of concept called alias names. Alias names, right? So instead of these alias names also, we can go with another process. So what is that means? I will go with only execution directly, better. So this dynamics belongs to which one? I am assuming it as department table. department dot d number equal to student dot department. Now it got idea, this d number is belongs to student and this d number is belongs to department table. So if I enter, are we going to get only 8 rows? Yes, exactly is going to happen, right? So for example, i want to print I want to print d numbers of the both tables. So what I can do, if I want to print d numbers of the both tables, can I write like dnum comma dnum? Can write. If I write, the again compiler will get ambiguity which dnum it is. So I can write it as student dot dnum and department dot dnum. So there is no clear meaning here, but for the sake of our understandability I am trying to say. But the thing here is, see, here I am trying to write fully qualified name, here also I am trying to write fully qualified name. So wherever I am trying to use, like for example, if I am going to have n columns of the student table, for all those n columns I have to write student dot department id, student dot department name, student dot department location, like that I have to write, right? That's the problem. So instead of writing fully qualified name, we can give alias names to that, by using a command keyword called as keyword. So whenever you are going to write, the table name, you can simply use as keyword as d. What is the meaning of this one? Wherever you are going to simply use department, I can simply use d. Similarly, student as, yes, student as yes. Now is it going to work? Again you are going to get error. Why? Because once we renamed the permanent table name as some other name, you should have to use only temporary names. So here I can remove the student as yes, department as d. Here the student as yes, this, right? This way I can able to use alias names concept. Okay, guys, so what are the queries that we have seen so far? Can I call this as a kind of equijoin or not? Yes. Equijoin means what? I am going to apply certain kind of condition. That condition contains equal to operator. Can I call this as uh, inner join? Yes or no? Equijoin, theta join, all will becomes under inner joins only, because we are going to lose all the data which is not matched. That is what I can call as inner join. Okay. So the same query I can able to write in another way. Okay. So the same query I can write in another way. Try to observe. Uh, Instead of writing, see, I will try to write from scratch. Select star from department actually comma student where department dot d number equal to s dot, sorry, student dot department number you are going to write. But the thing is, the same query I can write in the form of inner joins also, because the meaning is same. Department, I can write the keywords inner join student, meaning that same thing, department comma student I am going to write as department inner join student. For these two I am going to give some alias name, department as d, student as yes, where d dot d number equal to s dot d number. Are you going to get the same result or not? Try to observe. Yes, I am going to write the same code again in the form of basic thing. Select star from department comma student where okay, I will write the fully qualified name only instead of department dot d number equal to student dot d number. Now is these two data same? Try to observe. Here also we got 8 rows inside, here also we got 8 rows inside. Observe, everything is completely same, meaning that both are inner joins only. The reason why I have taken this query is, when you are going to go for this kind of sentence, if you don't want to lose some kind of valid data which is not matched, the concept is outer joins, which you have seen in relational algebra, outer joins, right? So at that situation, this kind of query is not going to provide solution for you, right? If you don't want to lose the invalid data also, then this kind of queries won't provide solution. At that situation, you need to write the syntax as, see here, I am going to have two tables, select star from student and select star from department. Okay, fine. If you want to have inner join, simply you can make use of the syntax what you know, right? If you want to have outer joins, in outer joins we are going to have left outer join, right outer join, as well as full outer join. So if you want to have the uh, like left outer join, you are going to simply make sure that select star from student as yes, student as yes, and then you have to make sure that left join, and you have to write the other side table, department on. So if you want, you can write the alias names also as d on s dot department number equal to d dot department number, right? You are going to perform it as left join, right? Similarly, if you like to perform the right join, you can simply use the same syntax. In place of left, you can place as right. So in right join, what is going to happen? Wherever it is not matched, it is going to place its values as usual of the right side table, and left side table is going to place null values. Observe, right side it is going to place as is, and left side is going to place null values. Similarly, if you would like to have to define full outer join, you can't use full outer join. I am just checking with here. You can just get error as MySQL doesn't support. Okay, fine. So we'll look into the full outer join, the later part. Now we'll continue our session. So here, uh, the next point is we can able to perform various kind of aggregate operations also, right? So when you are trying to perform aggregate operations in relational algebra, what are the various kind of aggregate operations are there? Sum, you are going to average, min, max, and count, and you have to make sure that each and every function is going to take one column as input. That it should be clear. If you are going to give more than one column as input, there is no specific meaning for it. If I am trying to perform sum of sh, meaning that it is going to perform the addition of all the s of the respective data. Similarly, average means what? Performing the average operation of the respective data. We have seen it in relational algebra. Similarly, min operation, min of sh, which is going to perform the minimum value from the respective data. Maximum means maximum value from the respective data. Count means what? It is going to count the total number of rows of the respective condition, right? So I will try to do that with the example. Okay, see, try to observe. I am going to have data select star from student, Now I would like to find out the minimum age of all the students. Then what I can do? Select min sh from which table? Student table. I got minimum message, right? Similarly, if I want to have maximum sh, I can go for maximum sh, right? So here you are getting the output as max of sh followed by 62, right? You can able to rename it also. How can you rename it? As max underscore, I can able to rename it as this one, right? See, if I write like this, max of s name, What is the output? Is it going to work first? It will work because it will take ASCII values also. It will be converted into ASCII value. Out of all those alphabetical orders, Vishu is the largest one. Similarly, you can able to go with the minimum, right? Similarly, if I try to perform count of star, count of star means all from student. How many rows are you going to get? 8 rows, because 8 rows are existed. Similarly, if you are going to give some particular column like SH, what is the output you are going to get? You are going to get again 8, again 8, right? So because the SH count, rows count is 8. For example, I am going to pass here as S name. What is now count? 7, because yes, count aggregate operation is not going to work on null values. Not going to work on null values. That's the reason you are getting here as 7. Okay, fine. Now let's see. See, for this you can able to combine also count of S name where SAS is greater than 25. You are going to get 3. So whatever the result that you are going to get, that result contains number of rows are 3. That's the meaning of this one. Right? Similarly, you can able to find out sum operation. Sum of SAs. What is the meaning of this one? I am trying to find out the sum of the values of the ages whose age is greater than 25. Greater than 25, right? Yes. Similarly, can you able to find out the average? 41, right? So for example, I am writing like this: sum of age by count of SIs. Is it correct? Is it correct? Yes, it is correct, right? So this is one of the gate question actually. Right? One of the following is invalid. So this is one of the gate question. So like this also we can able to do. So what I can say now here, for min, max, count, you can able to give numerical values, or you can able to give text as values. Coming to sum and average, you have to give only numerical values. That is what you have to understand, right? That we'll see in the next class. Okay, okay, ma. So this is for today's class. In the next class, we'll continue further.